Hello people, what's going on? My name is Alex Elliott and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 things that once I learned them absolutely changed the game for me when it comes to mixing and just made the whole process so much easier. The first one is subtractive EQ in order to find the frequency that you love. I'll showcase that for you right now. So here, there's this sound that I really want to bring out a little bit of the character of. I find it's got a lot of detail that's not really present. There's a lot of body to this sound. So the way that I'll identify is I'll just simply take an EQ and I'll make it to minus, whatever the maximum minus dB that EQ can do. And then I'll start sweeping the frequency to find what is the frequency that once I take it out, this sound loses the energy and loses its character. And that's how I'll know that's the frequency that I want to boost. So right around about 800, I can really feel that the energy of this sound is disappearing. So then I'm going to set it to bypass and have a listen to what that frequency is doing when I take it out. So I absolutely hate that. And that's how I now know, okay, I'm going to give that a little bit of a boost. So it's a really simple trick, but it really helped me because for me, I just find it easier to notice when something's missing, when something's gone, than to know what to add in all of the time. So if that was helpful, let me know in the comments down below. Now, moving on to the second one. Use your saturation plugins on your buses. So of course, when you're sound shaping, you use them on the individual elements to really bring out the grit and the character. But I find that when I have a high quality saturation, like this P44 Magnum, for example, using it on a bus can really be a game changer. Now, you don't know how much I love this one already because it adds so much character. But what you might not know is I also have the P42, which is another form of saturation, but this can also work with other saturators. And I'll take that and I'll just place that across the vocal bus to tie all of the vocals together and to give them character. This is something that took me so long to figure out because I would add so many plugins onto individual elements. But by adding a really high quality saturation plugin across that vocal bus, listen to what it does.
The loudest man in the club is the weakest one in the room. Can't sweep this under the rug, can't clean this up with a broom. Never by the hand that feeds, make a dish run away with a spoon. Everybody want me to go to the cow, jumped over them. The loudest man in the club is the weakest one in the room. Can't sweep this under the rug, can't clean this up with a broom. Never by the hand that feeds, make a dish run away with a spoon. Everybody want me to go to the cow, jumped over the moon. Every time I flick on the news, a man's getting lift out his shoes. Why am I singing the blues? Why is man shuffling around me without balloons? Why when I'm giving my view, man won't get all defensive, Liz or a zoo. Win, draw or lose, I do it like old school Fergie in 4-4-2s.
So you can hear how it's not just increasing volume, but it's reducing dynamic range first and foremost, but it's giving all of the vocals this cohesive sound and this character. Now, of course, I'm using the P42 Climax, which I absolutely love, but you can use other saturators as well. But just taking saturators and placing them across buses is so important. And the same with my drums. I'll often place a saturator across the drum bus as well. And if that saturator has a clipper inside of it, like this one does, then that's even better. I'd just like to take a moment to say thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Pulsar Modular. Now, even though their plugins are featured in this video and they sponsored it, I had actually purchased all of their plugins with my own money on no holiday deal, no Christmas deal, no Black Friday deal. Straight up paid full cash for all of them because I thought they were just incredible before I had any relationship with them whatsoever. Now, staying in that same theme of applying saturation to buses, this next technique this really changed the game for me when it came to my mixes, because I would always struggle with mixing low end. And if you struggle with mixing low end, I promise you this is going to change the game for you. And it's taking your kick drum out of your drum bus and applying it to a separate bus that you can call the kick and the bass bus. And the reason I do this is because if I have multiple basses in a song, I can group them like so, and I can apply any form of saturation there. But it also enables me to add dynamic EQ to that bus so that whenever the kick hits, all of those basses will duck. Now, the thing that's amazing is when they're both going to one bus, the kick and that bass bus, you can then control the low end of your mix in one move. So if I want to get more low end in my mix, I know all of my bass elements are on this bus. I can simply turn this bus up or down, or I can add EQ to that bus as well. Or I can add saturation to that bus, which is exactly what I'm doing here. So have a listen to what happens when I bypass this plug-in on this kick and this bass bus.
The loudest man in the club is the weakest one in the room. Can't sweep this under the rug, can't clean this up with a broom. And never by the hand that feeds, make a dish run away with a spoon. Everybody want me to go to the cow, jumped over the moon. Every time I flick on the news, a man's getting lift out his shoes. Why am I singing the blues? Why is man shuffling around me without balloons? Why when I'm giving my view, man won't get all defensive, Liz or a zoo. Win, draw or lose, I do it like old school Fergie and 4-4-2s.
If any of these were helpful, let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see more in-depth videos of my mixing tutorials, then be sure to check out the playlist. It's over there. And other than that, my name is Alex Elliott. I hope you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.